look, wasn't it?
I recommend moving behind my barrier.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
My aim is true. I am not deterred. See through the dragon's eyes.
Regen burst activated.
Oh right, she tried to teleport away.
Sterben nicht.
Back off.
Damn.
Again.
यही परम वास्तविकता है.
It's Hanu.
Shit.
By the dragon.
Fully healed. Target in sight.
Ryan. Oh, we should do, yeah.
See.
Fuck!
See through the dragon's eyes. I'm on fire.
Nice.
60 seconds remaining.
Marked.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Good job, team. Let's keep it going.
यही परम वास्तविकता है.
By the dragon. See through the dragons. Need healing.
Oh, shit.
Fully healed.
Need to take out McCree up top there.
وريهم قوتك عند
Right, Ryan's alone. Fuck.
I am not deterred.
60 seconds remaining.
For your own safety, get behind the barrier.
यही परम वास्तविकता है.
Take you Okuro!
The wall, there,
only to conflict, you God.
10 seconds.
Let them out!
Apagando las luces. وريهم قوتك.
Complete.
It was. I had to run onto point, but their comp is really close range.
2-0. Switching sides. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
You know what was a nice game mode in I think it was Call of Duty 3. There was like a capture mode where there were like 6 capture points on the map, and like I think you both had to like it was King of the Hill for the one in the middle, or maybe there were 5 capture
worth fighting for.
and then once you captured the middle point, you could move on to capture like the next point along. And the idea was to push the enemy team right back to their spawn, or to their last point, and capture the entire map. I wonder if something like that would work in Overwatch. I don't know, because focus on like team fights. I don't know, because the whole point of that was it had a kind of constantly rolling battle, like backwards and forwards between the capture points.
5.
It's nice. Call of Duty 3 was, I think, the last one I really enjoyed playing.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Right. Someone behind us.
यही परम वास्तविकता है.
Oh, that was weird. That's the next thing I should get like. Okay, right.
动作不许走。 Огонь по готовности. Everyone, stay out of my way.
or not.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Supercharger is ready to be deployed.
यही परम वास्तविकता है Apagando las luces. Helden sterben nicht.
Moving behind. The ultimate is ready. Please move behind the barrier.
Oh, this'll be good. Nano boost discharged.
Огонь по готовности.
God, the CC.
The hunter lays a trap for his prey.
Yeah, we basically have 6 ults now. Nearly.
60 seconds remaining.
यही परम वास्तविकता है Helden sterben nicht.
Healing speed. The payload has reached the objective.
Let them up!
Well, Thunder killing it.
Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Yeah. He's backed by the by the health kit on the left.
Apagando las luces. यही परम वास्तविकता है
Team up for special attack.
Огонь по готовности.
Let them up!
That's a fine how do you do?
Come on, Bastion.
Defeat.
Good eye.
Play of the game. Triple.
I don't know what of my games we're doing today. Yeah, 4 out of the last 10. But no, that is kind of losing a lot. Yeah. I often find that, like, when I lose, it's like, I don't know, it felt like a real, like, I don't know, like most of the losses we've had in the last hour or so have felt like we're fighting hard, we just weren't kind of cracking through. Whereas one of the wins we had earlier felt like a complete stomp. They barely even put up any resistance. So, like, wins sometimes feel a bit unsatisfying. Like, you won, but like the enemy team just sucked. So. Yeah.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Hello.
Oh, you're gonna go research?
Of course.
No, you can go research if you want.
No dying on my watch.
If Symmetra's planning on doing that, of course.
Get behind!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commences.
Walk her down. Get it done.
Teleport online. This is my will.
Yeah.
Focus our attack on the objective. If we are to progress, we must claim the objective. My teleporter is online.
Mercy hog as well. I've got Shatter.
Reality bends to my will. Helden sterben nicht.
Hello!
Greetings. Such a lack of imagination.
Yeah, we ulted a lot, didn't we?
The objective
Objective A captured. Commence attack on objective B.
Let them up! I'm a fight.
Reporting for duty. Acknowledged.
They've got Ash set up on the far, on the top left high ground. That's what I saw her jump into.
Group up here. Group up. Nailed it.
Split second. Damn it.
I am at the objective. You must take it quickly. Much obliged.
Immer unterbricht mich jemand bei der Arbeit.
Oh, God. Damn it, closer.
Where does it hurt? Let's get you back in the fight.
This will restore you.
Surrender. Well done.
Taking the point.
Touch from afar.
Reality bends to my will. Heroes never die. Let's get to that outfit.
I am at the objective.
Cease your resistance.
Oh, God damn it.
Valkyrie online.
60 seconds remaining.
I understand.
Let me get you touched up. Move quickly. I'm located here. The battle continues.
Thanks, Doc.
30 seconds remaining.
Do something! Reality bends to my will. Surrender to my will. A speedy recovery.
recovering.
Oh, I need healing.
Overtime.
Not gonna get any. Oh my god.
Is online.
Nothing's gonna stop. Follow through.
Score 1-0. Switching sides. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Do you want to go, Risa? I'll give it a go.
No dying on my watch.
Hard like that.
Teleporter online. We move quickly.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Nearly jump off the edge.
My teleporter is online.
Is it good to put the shield right at the door like this, or maybe further back?
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
You have a right. Yep, they have right hands out, yeah.
Let them up.
Holy shit.
Teleporter online. This is not your time.
I'm at fighting condition.
Oh, you have to amplify a shit ton of damage. I think it's like 1,000. It doesn't have to be in one use though, I think it's across a lifetime, so I think that's use. Ow.
To my will.
That's good when I was
This is not the end.
Thank you.
let them up.
Ah, damn it. I got greedy.
Enemy C.
real low. Did McCree get away? He did, didn't he?
10 seconds.
Do not let up. Victory will soon be
Amplification
ours.
matrix ready. Let them up!
Victorious.
Damn.
Play of the game. Triple kill.
Oh. Poor Zarya. Not even casting Amp Matrix that much. It means that the game probably won't last that long. So wait a minute, I mean, you cast Amp Matrix 4 times there. Yeah, so I mean, Jesus, that's like 750. Like, and yeah, I guess you could split if you split it evenly between damage and healing. You'd need Anna healing through it, whilst maybe you and someone else either do damage, or you could do healing. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, oh. Yeah, it needs to be like 625, doesn't it? Each cast. My god. Oh! Nice. It's just... Todger. Quite a name. Wow. I never. Cause that was. I mean, I just loved the big, massive battles that you'd have in that. It never felt like it was really all that much about strategy or anything. It was just these gigantic maelstroms of shooting and hiding, and just felt really fun to be a part of. But yeah, I remember that on PC. I think one of the like Unreal Tournament 2000 something. There was one game, one of the Unreal tournaments. I can't remember which one it was, but like there was one map where it was like a bunch of skyscrapers, and you could like jump between them. And I used to play like a modded version with my friends, where there was like a power up you could get that would let you freeze time basically. Like someone modded it so that you could use like I think there was like a console command that would just freeze all the physics and everything. But like you could get this power up that would let you freeze time, and it would let you like place projectiles in the air. So if you fired your gun, the bullet would just kind of hang there until time resumed. And so we used to play this game mode where like everyone would fight over that time freezing power up, and then once you got it, you'd like freeze time. And it gave you like a decent amount of time, like 10 seconds or something. So you could like, if you were dueling with someone, you could just freeze time, walk up to them, fire the guns in their face like 100 times or something, unfreeze time. There's just no way they can do. Or you could like circle strafe around them, firing the rocket launcher. So it's just like rockets hanging in the air, like in a circle around them. But that was easy to counter though, because what you do is you just jump as soon as time unfreezes. But yeah, that was so much fun. Yeah, but like this kind of like I don't know, like when I first, it was my ex-wife bought Overwatch because she just really loved the character designs, and to be honest, so did I. Um, like I saw, I think it was around the time of Halloween, the first Halloween event, and I saw they'd released like the Mercy wearing the witch skin, and I was like, oh, that looks so cool. I really want to play this game just because the skins look cool. And so she bought it, but I never really thought I was going to actually get into it. I've never really been one for online gaming. Second. Dare I ask what the first is? Oh, right. Jesus. I think I know a little. I mean, I know a little bit. I had friends who were into World of Warcraft, so I think I know a little bit about how these kind of things work. Hmm. It always looked kind of cool, like the had the it like cooler aesthetics, like Halo, but slightly cooler. But I never properly played Destiny. Yeah, you've got to like actually pull off. I like boss fights that are like that, where it's a boss, it's a fight where everyone has to do something rather than just like a lot of the boss fights in something like Left 4 Dead are just like, well, everyone just shoots and tries to take as little damage as possible somehow. Like, kind of feels unsatisfying. Uh, huh. Yeah, that's cool. I think my most played games are just things like fuck. I mean, I don't know. It would be. It would really be like. It would be a dead heat between a bunch of games that I've just played over and over and over again. Like, I think Metal Gear Solid 3, Devil May Cry, probably Devil May Cry 3, Bayonetta. It's probably just a dead heat between all those because I've played those to an insane amount. Um, and to my great shame, I'm still not like the. I watch videos of like, I, you there's like one streamer who's like considered to be one of the authorities on Bayonetta, and I'm just nowhere even near her level. Even though I've played it a lot, I still watch how she plays the game, and it's just so completely like different to the way I play it. Yeah, I remember. I remember I played Demon Souls when it came out and really loved it and tried to evangelize people on it, but no one was having it. And then when Dark Souls came out, I played that, and it was only after a year. It was out for a year before people really started to twig on that it was great. And I remember like one of my friends saying like, "Oh, have you heard of this game called Dark Souls?" And I was like, "Yeah, I have." And they were like, "Oh, it's crazy." And the thing that had enthused them about it was seeing a streamer speedrun it So they showed me this video, and the guy was like dodge rolling across like the lava lake. And I was like, what the fuck? This is insane. It's like sequence breaking in ways that I didn't know were possible. And I don't know, like, I was kind of amazed. I got a little bit hooked into that for a while, and I didn't try to learn to speedrun it, but I learned to incorporate some of their tricks for my own runs of the game. But yeah, I don't know, it kind of like, when Dark Souls 2 came out, I was less enthusiastic about the game somehow, because I felt like it had kind of been broken. And like the way I'd played Demon's Souls and Dark Souls in my first playthroughs had been as a kind of like knight who just like, tanks damage, and you can dodge roll thing, and you're just kind of rolling around like Sonic the Hedgehog. And I don't know, I felt like the spirit of the game had been kind of like broken a bit. It didn't feel the same, and that's why I liked. Yeah, well, that's kind of what people like were doing. There was like just dodge rolling through everything, so they're kind of like spin dashing through enemy attacks. And I don't know, like that's why I liked what Bloodborne tried to do. It tried to kind of change things up a bit, and get rid of the dodge rolling or at least try and mitigate it. It still turned out that people didn't use the lock-on system because it was considered just better to dodge roll through everything and play the game unlocked. That's kind of what I want to try Sekiro, because it looks a bit more. It looks a bit more built from the ground up to have the kind of combat that the games have now become about. Whereas Bloodborne was like the last game that was still using the same engine, or the same kind of engine as Dark Souls, but the game had become about something that the engine wasn't really there to support. I don't know, but like, yeah, those games I put a lot of time into. And then watching people speedrun it in like 20 minutes. And you're like, oh my god, my first playthrough of this game took me like 70 hours. Because I remember when Demon's Souls first came out, like there were no wikis for it. There were no anything. No one really understood how any of the mechanics worked. And like going on forums and stuff, because this was like in 2006, 2007. Like going on forums for the game of like Demon's Souls, you'd have like people giving wildly different accounts of like what enemies were in different levels, and it's because they'd inadvertently changed the world tendency by dying a lot or by doing really well. So you'd have people like saying like, oh, what you do to get through this level, this is my guide, you go down here, you kill that like enemy with the snakes coming out of its head, and you're like, what? What are you talking about? I haven't seen that enemy. That was really fun, because it just felt like a really mysterious game, and all the like stupid weapon classifications, like, and half of them break your weapon. Like if you go to the blacksmith and you can get your cutlass turned into a crushing cutlass, and it turns out that just breaks your weapon if you aren't specifically changed your stats to accommodate it. But I liked that it just felt so kind of weird. Like what's the difference between a rapier and a moonlight rapier? What does the moonlight do? Because before there was the wiki, you had fucking no idea what that did to it. And it turns out it changes the scaling with intelligence or something. But before you know how all the game systems work, it's just like, well, it makes it moonlighty. Oh, my sword is now moonlit. You could get like it's like sticky. You can make your weapon sticky. So I have a sticky hammer now. What does that do? Let's cue us again. Yeah. Yeah. I played it a bit on the Switch, but I felt like it wasn't quite I didn't get the hook to it, and I felt as well like there must be something missing because this is the Switch version of the game. I felt like something had I don't know. That's the feeling I got. Maybe it's not true, but
Industries.
yeah, I just kind of didn't get the hook into it. I've seen people like playing it, some like videos of it on YouTube and stuff. It looks like a completely different game, to be honest, to the one I played. Yeah, 200 hours in, it opens up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Diva.
I'll be watching Overwatch.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
A moment to enjoy some peace and quiet. Probably just enough.
I quite like games that do that. Like, same with like One for 101 and Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. Like, you put a lot of time into it, and then eventually it kind of, once you've completed it once, it kind of opens its doors to you and goes, all right, and now you're going to learn how to actually play the game.
3, 2, 1.
I don't like games that kind of arbitrarily just lock off features for grinding for a long time.
Connection ongoing.
I'm going to lose my mech.
Cover me. A speedy recovery. I'm
No,
taking care.
we respawn immediately,
Damage
other than like charging their ults and stuff.
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
Yeah.
You needed a doctor? We make a great team. You should be at peak performance level. Where does it hurt? Heroes never die. Catching you up. Damage increase.
Whoa.
Let me go.
What? Lucio behind us?
Peak performance level.
I don't know where Lucio got to, but he's still around here somewhere. Yeah.
Amplification matrix.
I'm taking care of you.
Fuck! Damn it.
Dragons awake.
Let's get you back out there.
Gale the Mahal!
Heroes never die.
Check out. Suiting up. Behind you. Enemy fire. I'm here.
Damage boost engaged.
That Lucio good.
Let me get you patched up.
Get a snagger on this Lucio. He just wasted the sound barrier, what the fuck?
Damage amplified.
That's cool, we don't have to worry about sound barrier for a little while.
Performance level.
Let them up.
Let me get you patched up.
Damn it.
Damage increase.
Oh, Lucio's behind us again.
Eisgard aktiviert. Damage boost engaged. Right beside you.
Let me show you how it's done.
Where does it hurt?
It's overloaded.
It's getting a bit too aggressive, I think.
I'm here.
Is it even possible on this console?
Well done.
60 seconds.
Heroes never die.
Gale the Mahal!
Let them up.
30 seconds remaining.
Time's running out. Let's see.
Damage amplified.
Iris.
Let me get you patched up.
Checked out.
Damage boost engaged.
Thank you.
Complete.
My power grows stronger.
Score 0-1. Switching sides. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Save replays? No, I don't think you can. But if you can just use the share button, you can save it from your own perspective. Save a video. Yeah, I've been doing that with my Apex plays. I've also got it to disable playing back my own voice because I absolutely hate hearing myself.
Now show
I'll
them.
be watching over you.
All right. Game face on.
Greetings.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Systems operational.
You should be at peak performance level. Your support has arrived.
Now we're talking.
5, 4,
Right beside you.
1. Attack commencing. Capture objective A.
Don't stop now.
Got Ryan push forward.
Mercy in the righteous.
Hog in the mega room.
I've got you.
By the dragon.
Still alive up there, isn't he? Oh no, he's dead.
Let's get you back out
Objective
here.
A captured.
Right.
Commence attack.
Mini Diva leading the charge.
Enemy contact.
Mecha activated. Your support has arrived. Damage amplified. Heroes never die.
Let them out.
Oh, they have someone leave. When did that happen?
Play of the game.
Oh yeah. See my incredibly jank tracking. Damn. That was a fun game.